Corbin, vocalist, keyboards. Hello.
I'm Ben. I play drums.
Hi, I'm Gordon. I play bass.
I am Chris. I sing, I play guitar, and we are Ace Reporter. That is a really good question. In general, the most surprising songs, I think, were the ones that turned out to be really good but didn't feel very hard to write. So I guess in that sense, the what ended up being the single on the record, a song called Untouched and Arrived, was one of those things where I just sat down and, without seeming to make any decisions at all, kind of vomited out, that's the wrong word, but this sort of, it just sort of arrived, this whole song, and I basically, we did re-record it for the record, but didn't make any changes to the structure, to the arrangement. It was just there, fully formed, like out of the womb or something. And that was like serendipitous in a nice way. Oh yeah, it's episode 10 of season 1. And well, you know, the funny thing is, most of the time when you get music on a show, either the show isn't very good, or also the song is way in the background and you can barely hear it. And this song, it's really prominently featured. I really love the show. I actually just finished season 2 last night. It's great. It's awesome. It's a really nice thing to be able to do, to say, hey, here's this song, I made this. What does this mean? You make visual things. What does this song mean to you? Like, what do you get out of it? And to respond to somebody else's response. I like not giving too much to the person who's going to do that.
Well, I guess for me, because I grew up where the first half of my life I wasn't allowed to listen to music, really, except for gospel. So I ended up going to my friend's house a lot, and he would always have like BET on, and so like I remember the first thing I loved was like Busta Rhymes featuring Pharrell. What is the name of the song? Move Girl or whatever, or light your A word on fire. And I remember just like the drums were just so infectious. Like there's like a weird little synth line that comes in. So like from there, I just kind of like kept expanding what I loved, and like started getting into melody and harmony, and like started branching out into a lot of bands. And so now I'm like a huge D'Angelo fan, and I love like weird country things and weird world music things. So from there, it's just like, I think curiosity is the answer to that question. It's just being curious enough to say, that's weird, but I kind of like it. I want to look into that.
I think for me, it started listening to music with my parents in the car. It's a weird thing, but I remember being a kid and listening to different music with my mom and dad, sitting in the back and asking what it was. And then I kind of instinctually knew that I wanted to play drums. It was weird. My parents did ask, do you want to play an instrument? And I said, I want to play drums. And I remember learning all the stuff that I used to listen to as a kid in the car was the first stuff that I listened to and learned on my instrument. And I think it was just good music that drew me into music, just listening to good music and being surrounded by it all the time. Yeah.
Hi. In 10th grade, I was in high school, and two of my friends were starting a garage rock band, and one of them played guitar and one of them played drums. And I'm using the word played loosely. And I had never done any kind of music, and they said, hey, we need a bass player. You want to learn how to play the bass? And I said, sure, I'll try. And I don't know, and fell in love, and I decided I wanted to make music for the rest of my life. It's pretty simple.
I was 4, and I was watching Sesame Street, and Itzhak Perlman came on. He was playing his violin, and I asked for a violin for Christmas, and I took violin lessons for 20 years or something crazy like that. And that kind of led into singing and then into guitar and then recording. So it was kind of a series of just saying yes to different instruments.